In this video, I want to look at common mistakes with rational expressions or fractions. So before we look at these common mistakes, let's look at how to properly simplify a rational expression, since the misunderstanding of this is often what leads to the misunderstandings that we see. We can rewrite 12 as 6 times 2, and we can rewrite 18 as 6 times 3. So this is 6 over 6 times 2 over 3. And 6 over 6 is just 1. So whenever we learn how to simplify this and we think of dividing the top and bottom by 6 to reduce, to get 12 divided by 6 is 2 and 18 divided by 6 is 3, this is the process that we're doing. We're actually factoring out this 6 and then dividing it to be equal to 1. Now let's look at 5x over 10. So we can think about this one as 5 times x over 5 times 2. So 5 over 5 times x over 2, which is 1 times x over 2, or just x over 2. So we can see that by dividing the top and bottom by 5, 5x divided by 5 is x, 10 divided by 5 is 2. And this is exactly what we're doing. We're factoring out these common terms. So now that we understand that a little bit better, let's look at the common mistakes that we see in simplifying these rational expressions. Let's consider this fraction 2x over x plus 2. One of the really common mistakes is to cancel these 2's and write this as x over x plus 1. But that is very, very wrong. So why is it wrong? Whenever we simplify, we're looking for these multiplications. We have to simplify over multiplication because what we're doing is multiplying by 1, as we saw in our previous examples. And that doesn't work here. I'm not actually multiplying on this denominator, I'm adding. So these are not both factors, so I cannot cancel them. When we cancel, we need to be multiplying, so we have to start by factoring things to get it to look like a multiplication. That same line of thinking, I can look at x plus 2 over x plus 3. We cannot cancel the x's to just get 2 over 3. That doesn't work, because once again, we are not multiplying on either the numerator or the denominator, we're adding. And in order to simplify, we need to be able to multiply things to cancel and divide down to 1. Now let's consider 6x squared plus 5x plus 1 over 2x squared plus x. So the common mistake we see is to cancel the x squareds and to cancel the x's. The top would become 6 plus 5 plus 1, the bottom 2 plus 1. So this is 12 over 3, which is 4, but this is wrong. Because once again, we are not multiplying across the numerator or denominator. Instead, we would need to factor first. And we can factor into 2x plus 1, 3x plus 1 over x times 2x plus 1. And in this case, we can actually cancel the 2x plus 1's because we are multiplying 2x plus 1 times something. We are multiplying 2x plus 1 times something on the bottom. So that leaves me with 3x plus 1 over x, where x is not equal to negative 1/2, since that would have originally put 0 on the bottom of the fraction. So this is how we would properly simplify it. We have to factor first so that we have a multiplication on both the numerator and denominator, and then simplify and cancel to divide down to 1.